What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Option Pro's upcoming weekly webinar, the last one for 2020. All right, before we get started, guys, please read through this disclaimer. Please pause and read through it. I'll wait for you. All righty, on to the next one. There are no reports this week, so let's look at the market news coming out this week. Not January yet. All right, scroll up here. All right, Monday, tomorrow we have nothing. Tuesday, S&P Case-Shiller Home Index price. I'm not sure, year over year. Gonna see what that does for us. Wednesday, pending home sales. That'd be a big one at 10. Thursday, jobless claims at 8:30, and we close on Thursday half a day, and Friday it is closed for New Year's Day. So let's get looking at these charts here now. Alrighty, so what I have up here right now is three charts. I have the 4-hour chart, the daily chart, and the weekly chart. On the daily chart, I have the 50 and the 200 simple moving average, and I have the volume on all three of them. All right, what are we looking at here? We had that strange wick on, I think it was Wednesday or something, or Tuesday or something. And that kind of blew up the charts here. So let's take a closer look here. We have a hammer that didn't get respected. All right, so what I'm looking here on the weekly quickly, I kind of blow those up the whole chart there. So let's focus on the daily here. All right, so I'm looking for a break of this 372.50 area. If that breaks, we should be testing this 375 area. So 372.50 up toward 375. If that breaks, then 378. Now we will need some sort of real news for it, to actually break. The stimulus package can't push it up, but it shouldn't really push up too crazy. If Trump can get each person $2,000, then we can have a strong push up through the highs towards that 380 level. That 380 level will be hard to break, guys. Alrighty, on the downside, if we reject that 370, we drive it back down towards this 365 first, and then this 362 and 360 area. We should hold up around this 358, 355 number, unless some sort of crazy thing happens with the stimulus package. We should hold up there. Let's take a look at the Qs. Alrighty, Qs are getting tight. They're following this little wedge I have right here, which is adjust this a little bit. Make it a little bit cleaner. Alrighty, I'm looking for that. I'm looking for that on the downside. Alrighty, we tested that 312 a few times. Didn't break it. It dropped down hard, and then we held this 305 area. So what I'm looking for is a break of this 310 again for a test of that 312. If that 312 breaks, guys, we're going to push up towards that 314 area. On the downside, it's going to be choppy until the break of 305. If the 305 breaks, guys, we're going to drop down towards 302, 300 area. All right, let's get started with the plays. All righty, I got a lot of them to go get through, guys. So please pause and take the notes throughout the process. All righty, Apple. She finally started to pay again. I have this little trend line that I can take off now. That was a daily one only. So let me clear that out. Go back out. All right. So what I'm looking for here. Break of that 135 for a test of the highs at 138. If that 138 breaks, we have a strong resistance at 140. It's a whole number, and stocks will respect whole numbers. So we can scalp from 138 up towards 140. If that 140 breaks on the 15-minute chart, trade this up towards 142.50 and 145. On the downside, I'll break under this 130 area, trade back down towards 125, and then this 123 area. Now, if we push up towards this 138 and sellers step in here, right? We can trade this right back down towards 135 and 130. Now, guys, as I always tell you guys, choosing your strike and your date is the key to staying profitable. If it's Wednesday, Thursday, and you're trying to day trade the same week, theta will burn you. If you're choosing a crazy strike, like Apple here, if you choose a strike of 140, say, I mean, you have to, sorry, the strike of 150, you have to have a crazy move to stay green on that trade, because any sort of pullback, you get burned. So guys, please focus on choosing the right expiration and the right strike. If you have any questions, guys, hit me up in the chat. All right, let's get going here. AMD, already rejected that in the 97.50 area, 98, and we dropped down hard towards this 90 level. Then the 90 held. So what I'm looking for now is a break of this 94, trade up towards 96. Let me adjust this because the new all-time highs are 98. Push that right up there. So we're hitting the 94, guys. Trade this up towards 96 and 98. If that 98 breaks, trade up towards 99.50. Do not try and hold between the 99.50 and 100 unless you see the volume picking up hard. On the downside, a break on the 90, trade it down towards 88, 86. I'm not going to trade it down myself, but every $2. Next one, Amazon. Man, when she wakes up, she's going to wake up crazy, but she hasn't woken up yet. She's following this trend line on the daily, this downtrend line on the daily. I'm looking for either a break of 32.10, trade this up towards 32.50 and 3,300 again. If that breaks, 33.40 area. On the downside, it's going to be choppy. You know, she hands you quick plays, but it's not moving the same way. So you under 31.60, 31.50, say, trades back down towards 3,100. Then guys, you 3,100 down towards 30.50, guys. It's a tough range here. I mean, the reversals are brutal, so just be careful there. BA, I'm liking it as well. Found that downtrend line. I'm looking for a close on the daily chart above this trend line. I'm figuring around 225 area. If that happens, guys, I'm gonna grab a swing trade, guys. Trade this bit back up towards that 240. If you're day trading it, guys, a break over this 225, trade up towards 230. A hold of 230, trade it back up towards 235. Between 235 and 240 is not a easy hold, because the rejections on BA are hard. So just be careful between 235, 236 and 240 area. Above 240, guys, trade it back up towards 245 and 250. Have you seen it, guys? That 240 hold, guys, we should head up to this 250, 260 area. On the downside, a break of 210, trade down towards 200. After that, I'm not touching it unless I hear some sort of news. Baba paid nicely on Friday. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. All right, so what I'm looking for now is two possible plays. A break above 231. I'm gonna trade it back up towards this 240 and 248 area. A break under this 215, trades back down towards 210 and 205. between 205 and 200. I'm not going to trade it. A break under 200, say 198, trade back down towards 190, 180, and 170. She can still drop, guys. She can still drop. I mean, she had a crazy drop on Friday. That was a, what is this? A $48 drop. I mean, hit $50 at one point, but she can drop even more, guys. See what happened here was profit taken was right here. So she could test this 230 again and just start dropping her head back down, or she could just head straight through it. So let's get that on primary for the week. Baidu. All right, looking nice here. Look at this. If you see it, nice move up, consolidation, and now the next trade, guys, a break of that 200, guys, will move. A break of that 200, guys, trade up towards 205, 210, and 215. On the downside, a break under that 185 now, traded back down towards 170, 180, 177, 170. Remember, as I always say, do not choose crazy strikes, guys. Don't throw your money away. Don't pay for a stranger's vacation. Alrighty. Link was great as well on Friday. All right, so the aggressive trade here, guys, is a break over this 50 again, trade back up towards that 54. The safer trade is a break over 54, say 55, trade up towards 57.50, and then 60. On the downside, a break under 47.50, trade right back down towards 45. BYND, consolidating, Citibank. All righty. Nice move up, guys. Hope you guys caught that. Now, break this 63, trade this back up towards 65 and 66. On the downside, a break under 59, traded down towards 57.50. Tight one. CGC had a big jump up, and then a rejection of that chart. A gap fill. I'm not crazy about it right here, so I'm not going to talk about it. Chewy. I do have on my list. Nice move up. Consolidation. A break of this 110. Trade up towards 115, 120 area. Break under 100. Trade it back down towards 95 and 90. Now, all of these stocks, these security stocks all ran up. Biden was talking about how he wants to improve it. So I can be good with this week as well. It has nice volume. Look at this volume. Strong volume. CRM. I'll talk about her in the pre-market. Disney. Primary for the week as well. Break over this 176, trade up towards this 180. If this 180 breaks out, she will squeeze up towards 185 and 190. If we have another high of the last week, guys, she's going to hit that 195, 200 area. If there's volume. On the downside, a break on the 165, you see yourself trade down towards 160. Be careful around 157, and then that 155 should hold. DKNG, I like it as well. Break over this 56 with basketball starting up now, football playoffs happening soon, so she can run up again. A break of that 56, trade up towards 58. You know, see my beautiful face. 58 and 60 every $2, guys. On the downside, I'm not going to touch it. Docu primary as well this week. She keeps testing this 250, 260 area. If you see, she keeps testing it. A break of this 260, guys. Close your eyes and hop in, and we're right up towards 270, 280, 290, and that 300 will get rejected. On the downside, if you want to trade aggressive, I'm not going to trade it, but a break under the 240, trade it down towards 230. If that breaks 220, then, but I'm not going to trade it. Etsy, I'll talk about in the pre-market for you guys. Facebook, I'll talk about the pre-market. FEYE, I have a swing on this. She's been paying great this last couple of days. Alrighty, so a break under 22, trades down towards 21 and 20. The aggressive trade is a break over 24, trade up towards 25. The safe trade is a break over 26, trade up towards 27 and 28. She will hit 30 this week if there's volume. Primary as well. Fastly, I'll talk about in the pre-market. No, let me do it right now for you guys. I'll break over this 106, guys. Trade up towards 110, 115. On the downside, I'm not going to touch it. It's too choppy over here. Support right here. You got a little bit of support around here, so it's not worth the trade for me down. GS. Hope you guys caught this one because I've been talking about it for a while. Let's do this. Draw this right here. All right, so a break of this 260, guys. Traded back up towards 260, 250, and 265. Under 250, traded down towards 245. Inside of here, I'm not touching it. Next one is JPM. Stick with the banks. A break over that 126, trade up towards 127, and then 128. On the downside, I'm not touching it. What's next? MU. All right, MU here. What do we got here? Nice move up, consolidating here. We're range-bound action. You can trade the range here, guys. A break of this 71, trade up towards 72, 73, and 74. I'm not going to trade that myself. I'm looking for a break under this 69, traded down towards 67.50 and 66, or break over 74, trade up towards 76. You can make noise, kiddo. Netflix. Right, that trend line. Aggressive trade. Break over this 530, trading up towards 540. The next aggressive trade. Not a fan here, man. It's just these wicks. Let's look at daily better. Sorry, all right. I'll break over this 540. I like trade up towards 550 and 560. Industry report. Primary now. All right, so she dropped down nice. If she holds this 500 and starts moving back up, I'm gonna grab 3 weeks out calls, probably around the 520 strike. If what I'm looking for is a hold on this 500 level and start going back up. As day trading scalp wise, guys, I'll wait for the 530, trade up towards 535 and 540. If that 540 breaks, trade up towards 550. On the downside, break under 500, trade down towards 490 and 480. But she's looking great right now for a swing. Neo, all right, she's playing around right now. All right, so the primary play is a break over that 50 level, trade up towards 52.50, 54, and 55. On the downside, I'm not going to trade it into that 40 breaks. Cola. All right, she hit that 14. She closed under it. If she reads, let's look at the hourly a second here. Close. Let's see what actually happened on Friday. All right, so she's testing that 14. If she rejects that 14 level, guys, so let's drop back down, trade back down towards 12, 11, and 10. Upside, I'm not going to trade it. NVIDIA wedge getting tight. I'll break over this. The aggressive trade is a break over this 525, trade up towards 530. Safer trade is a break over this 530, guys. Trade up towards 535, 540. If she hits this and starts going back up. If she closes outside of this range, it's very bullish. So 535 break, trade up towards 540, 545, and 550. On the downside, a break under 510, traded down towards 500. If that breaks, 490. PDD I like a lot this week. She's a primary as well. Look right here. Nice, strong move up. Sellers tried to take it out, but the buyer stepped in. Look at these wicks. Look at these wicks, strong buyers. She has a wick right here, but she's looking very strong. So a break over the aggressive. My trade is going to be a break over 160, trade up towards 165, 170, and 175. On the downside, a break under 135, traded down towards 130. If that breaks, then 125 and 120. Pins on watch as well. A break at 75, trade up towards 76, 78, and 80. On the downside, a break under 65, traded back down towards 60. Plug as well was great last week. What do we have here? Closer here. A break under 34, traded back down towards 32.50. On the upside, a break over 38, traded up every $1 up towards 40. Great volume on it as well. Next one, Peloton. And then announced that deal. So I'm looking for the aggressive trade is a break over 160, 750, trading up towards 170. My trade is going to be a break over 170, trading up towards 175 at 180. On the downside, break on the 155, trade back down towards 145. PayPal, I'll talk about it in the pre-market, is looking nice as well. QS. All right, so what I'm seeing here, right? Big moves, big drop, getting tighter. So a break over 120, traded back up towards 130 and 138 is the all-time high that happened in the pre-market. On the downside, a break on the 100, traded down towards 90 and 80. I'm not trading the break on the 110 towards 100. I'm not even touching it there. All right, Riot with a bit Bitcoin going crazy. I'll break over this 14, trade back up towards 15 and 16. On the downside, I'm not touching it. Now you gotta stay, guys, with Riot. I mean, she's not a high premium one, so stay at the whole numbers: 14, 15, 16, not 50, not 1450. Okay, guys, stay at the whole numbers. All right, what's next? Roku. The woman started it on Friday. Did great, I heard. So now I'll break over this 365, say, traded up towards 370, 375, and 380. On the downside, I'm not touching it until the break of 350, traded back down towards 340. Stitch Fix. Another good one we had this week. Aggressive trade on the downside is a break on the 67.50, traded down towards 66 and 65. I'm not touching that. I'm looking for a break over 72.50, trading up towards 75. That's how my trade on her. Shopify, where dreams come true. All right, a break over 1250, trade back up towards 1285 and 1300. If that 1300 breaks, guys, she will squeeze again and hit that 1350. The downside, the scalp is going to be a break under 1200, traded down towards 1150. It's got to be a scalp. A break under 1150, guys, traded down towards 1100. I'm looking for the trade over 1250 up towards 1280. SPCE. All right, I'll break over that 27, trade back up towards 28 and 29. On the downside, I'm not going to touch it here at all. Spotify on watch this week as well. Flag, there's move, consolidation, it's everywhere. I'll break over that 340, trade up towards 350 and 360. Every $10 up. On the downside, I'm not going to trade it, but I'll break under 310, trade it down towards 300. I'm not trading that for me. I'm doing this break of 340 up towards 350 and 360. Square an announcement on Thursday. I'm doing that Jay-Z title. They're talking to them. So what's going to happen here? What I'm looking for here. She dropped on Friday and Thursday, but the market dropped on Friday as well. So what I'm looking for here. Hang on a second. Just comparing something over here. All right, so what I'm looking for here is the aggressive trade is a break over that 235 trade, but back up towards 240, 243 area. If that breaks, we're gonna head up towards that 247 and 250 area. On the downside, I don't like it because that 220 is right here, the whole number. 215 is right here, has support right there, and then 210s right there. So I'm only going to trade it up. Tesla. All right, they try to sell it. The buyer stepped in, pushed it up on Friday. It paid great on Friday. All right, the next setup is going to be a break over that 675. Trade this up towards 700. If that 700 breaks, it will squeeze up 725, 750 area. On the downside, the big play would be a break on the 625 down towards 600. We can scalp this. Every whole number break, 650, 640, 630. It has to scalp. The day trades, guys, are under 625 and over 675. XBEV, a break under 40, guys, trade back down towards 37 and 35. If that breaks, then 30. Clean. If that 30 breaks, then 25. But I'm not getting greedy. She has a cap between 30 and 27.50 area. So she can be great this week. Let me set my alert right now. I want to see when it hits her over here. Start paying attention to it. All right. Bonus time. ZM. All righty. We're looking for a break under this 360. Trading it down towards 350 and then 330. Set your alerts, guys. Set your alerts at 362. Trade this down towards under 360. Trade down towards 350 and 330. It will make your week. On the upside, I don't like it here. One more, ZS. I'll break that 210, trade up towards 212.50, 215 and 220. A break under 200, trade back down towards 190. All right, guys. It's a short week, guys. It's at the end of the year, guys. As I tell you guys always, guys, you will not get rich off of one trade, but you will go broke off of one trade. So just focus on stacking your greens and you'll stay green. So new you, new green. All right, guys. See you guys at pre-market, everybody. Have a good one.